coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Hey man, shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love, I appreciate the support. Man, I got another one of my little young homies here that I wanted to introduce y'all to. Man, this is Redmond, man, Daryl Redmond. You understand? Yeah, Real Life Soldier. You know, I told you I was gonna bring y'all more features of more people, you know, that was incarcerated with me that's out here, man, that's doing big things, man. He definitely one of them. And came out, man, and he helping the community in a big way. Changed his whole life around, man, and helped changing a whole lot of other people's life around, you know, after being in the belly of the beast, man. So, man, what's going on with you, champ?
I really know what's happening.
Yeah, P-Town. This is one of P-Town founders. Y'all know about, you know, all the P-Town legends, man. Bo, Billy, and all of them. Spook Dust. Yeah, this another one. This Daryl Redmond, man. So, yeah, man, tell the people a little bit about yourself, man. You know, get them familiar about who I'm talking about.
Well, you already know, man. My name Daryl Redmond, a.k.a. Redman, a.k.a. now Mr. Get Back to the Block.
Yes.
You know, I spent over 2 decades incarcerated with my guy. You already know, man. I appreciate what y'all gave to me while we was behind that wall. Came in young, not understanding, you know, watching all that experience. But to be out here now and be able to be the CEO and founder of a nonprofit, giving back to my community, which my nonprofit is Get Back to the Block, because it's my job and duty to give back so that people don't have to go through the same challenges and experience the same things that I experienced. Yeah,
it's like you know, I know, but I'm just, you know, putting it for the people because they don't know. But yeah, man, you know, I know you did over 2 decades in prison, man, and then like I say, you done been out here, man, and you got this organization Get Back to the Block, man. And I heard you speak before, you know, talking about how, you know, you took a lot from the community. So, you know, you feel like, you know, when you was out here, the way you was living, because like I say, misinformed people. So you was misinformed like I was misinformed. We was young, we was doing crazy stuff, and we ended up having to pay the consequences for it. So now, you know, you to the point where, you know, like your Get Back to the Block is, you want to inform some of these youngins out here about, you know, the things that ain't nobody informed you about when you was young. Right. See, you had to get your game about life from the penitentiary because that's where we grew up. And I had to get mine from there. So by the time y'all come in, the younger generation, I had already got the game from the older generation, like Van and all of them, and being around dudes like Shorty Pimp and Bo Billy and all of them. So then we just pass it down, man. So I think the best thing about that now is we on the street trying to do the same thing. Just like with my, you know, my channel, man. It's just the main thing is to let these youngers know, man, be safe, be smart, make good decisions. You don't want to end up in that penitentiary by no means. And you know what you doing the same thing, man. So like, give them some type of example, like of the events and stuff you be doing, and you know what I'm saying, the all of the things you doing out here in the community, man.
So as I say, Get Back to the Block. It's a nonprofit. You know, it's targeted towards youth and young adults,
right?
Particularly those plagued by community violence. We know that in the community, it's only 5 to 7% of people that's at the highest risk for violence. I was one of those people.
Right.
So what happens is, as you said, misinformed people misinform people.
Absolutely.
So when we growing up in communities where opportunities aren't presented, but people become opportunists, what are we to do?
Right.
So you telling me that you giving me an opportunity, but you really an opportunist. You trying to use that to better yourself, but you're not helping me. Yeah. Growing up in communities now that I focus on is that gun violence is at an all-time high. We talk about Portsmouth, Virginia. Portsmouth is the #1 most dangerous city in the state of Virginia, but it's the 18th most dangerous city in the nation.
Wow.
But we only 27 square miles. 10 miles is military.
Right.
So what we got is 100,000 people living in a 17-mile radius. That's a powder keg.
Yeah.
And with our kids being misinformed, as we talked about earlier, they out here now striving, and the new thing is shooting. They done start listening to everything happening in Chicago and all that. So now is people that's saying that they gangs. They're not even gangs, it's neighborhoods. It's
a fad.
It's a fad.
Yeah,
so they see it. So now is where once upon a time it was you hit me, I'm going to hit you back. Now if you shoot me, I'm going to slide.
Right.
So we trying to get them into the mindset of understanding that you need to respond instead of react.
Yeah.
you know, we were coming up. When I was coming up, I reacted to a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
That caused me pain later.
Yeah.
So when we don't understand that as a young person growing up in a community where all you see is violence, so you to tell me that I can become something here, I can't see it. I ain't never seen it. So how you tell me I can achieve it? Right, right. So, but it's something that's so ironic, and I talk about a lot, and I try to get the kids to understand now. Like one of the programs we do is called Chess and Chat. Teach kids how to play chess, and we had normal conversation because we understand life is chess. But me growing up, I always used to want to play chess. Right. But it was looked at as being nerdy. Yeah. So I played checkers. Mm-hmm. But then I get to penitentiary, and every killer in the penitentiary playing chess. So why did I have to get to an institution to really focus and play something that I wanted to do, because in the community it's shied upon. Right. Don't nobody play checkers in penitentiary. Yeah. And see, that's the thing right there, right? I got one of them theories too. And another thing is too, man, like when I be talking to them colleges and high schools and detention centers, which is another thing, he goes into detention centers and the prisons and stuff too. We actually go in Virginia Beach Detention Center together. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so he definitely out here active in it. But what one of the things I usually say to them is force versus choice, man. And it's amazing how we get in those positions that, you know, we got the willpower to stop doing something or to do something different, but we don't use it until we forced to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like everybody who committing crime. You know, you got the will to stop doing what you're doing, whether you a stick-up kid, you robbing, you shooting, you got the will to stop doing it. But you don't exercise that will that's already in you. But then when they lock you up, you can't do it. Facts. So you could have stopped it by choice, but you wait to be stopped by force. Same thing, we in the penitentiary, dudes smoking cigarettes out on the street. They can't never stop. They get a pass, they get a gum, they do all this, can't stop. People take the cigarettes, you ain't got no choice. Facts. See what I'm saying? So we got to learn to tap into that willpower that's already in us to do what's right for us, you know what I'm saying, by our own choice instead of being forced to do it. You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing, man. And you know, like I say, the penitentiary, the things that like you say, the way they acting out here, they don't know what we done already found out. Fact. You know what I'm saying? The penitentiary is not no game, man. And I tell people all the time, I don't care what your sentence is. I don't care what the judge tell you. I don't care what your people tell you. You get 5 years, ain't nobody on the planet can guarantee you gonna come out. You can get 2 days. I done seen it. I'm dealing with a situation now as a lady who son, he just got locked up, and he in Virginia Beach jail right now. Just got his call yesterday. So she got the call. He supposed to be part of this quote unquote gang. Yeah. So he in Virginia Beach jail. He got caught down in Virginia Beach with a gun this weekend, and she called me yesterday and say, I need to send his paperwork to somebody. I say, this the other side of the world, they don't understand. But we know what happened. He went down there, he said it was something. Yeah. And them dudes was like, look, bro, you got 72 hours to get this paperwork, or you getting out of here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So these people don't even understand what's going to happen. Right. So they got parents that's in situations, because she called me like, why did I hear to send some paperwork? And he told me I need to send $25 and this and that and this and that. I said, look, he got to pay his way. Yeah. But you know, we was the ones that were putting that pressure on you. You come in here and you got what you got and we ain't got it. We going to take it or we going to put this pressure on you. But they not understanding. You know, we came in, it was DC, Northern Virginia. Yeah. Now it's ganged out. It's ganged out, man. It's ganged out, and it's out here in the world, is no structure in it. Yeah. And what these youngins don't even realize is this. I say it all the time, man. You could be feared out here on these streets. Don't like and yeah, you could be feared out here on these streets, weigh $130, because you know, pumping that pistol, and people, such coming. Bruh, they don't care nothing about that in the penitentiary. And you can't take that in there with you. Facts. You understand? So that's what they don't understand when they get inside this, you know, this lion's den that's called the penitentiary, man. If you ain't got it in you to survive, if you ain't got it here, and right here, you cook. It's over for you. Yeah, you cook. And they don't understand that. And see, that's why I say, man, they out here right now, and their mindset is that ain't nobody. Everybody telling you, anybody can point and tell you how to get some money, or go do this, or go do it, rob this, or you can do this, or you can sell some drugs. Anybody can tell you
ain't nobody telling you the consequences is gonna come behind that, man. And that's what, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to do with my channel. That's what dudes like you trying to do. That's what a lot of us that came home is doing right now, man. For real, man. I think this generation past 15, 20 years, man, or 10, 15 years, dudes got out. Man, more dudes got out of the penitentiary trying to educate than ever.
Facts.
Ever, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And it's proven because, you know, a part of it, I always tell people that I accept part of the blame. Because when a lot of us went to penitentiary, man, them kids ain't had no structure and guidance.
Yeah.
A lot of them ain't had no structure and guidance. Left my kids out here, but I'm just blessed that I ain't getting into it. But a lot of them, you know, we in there, coming in there, and you get to seeing them like, yo, like, who is you?
Yeah.
And finding out it's that. And then with me, I look back at it a lot of times like, damn, he ain't here for a robbery. Like, oh, I asked what you in here for a robbery for. Then I look back in my head and be like, damn, boy, I sell his mom and dad so much cocaine, he ain't had nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So understanding how that shit trickle down to other people, man.
Yeah.
And it started to mess with people's mindset. And then they get inside an environment that's designed to make them fail. So that's what prepared me to get back to the block, because I'm in these communities every single day.
Right.
Like, I've been home there 5 years. I've seen over 87 dead bodies on the ground. And these kids between the ages of 18 to 25, I ain't even talking about the adults.
Right.
Like, I see them laying down on these grounds inside these communities, that our communities be a crime scene right now, and then 20 minutes later, the tape up, kids shooting basketball. Yeah,
like it ain't nothing. They immune to it now.
Desensitized to all of that trauma. Yeah. But then they wonder why these people seeing it that type of way. We were coming up, somebody get to shooting, everybody ran.
Yeah.
They shoot now, people running to the day.
Yeah.
It's to the point now that I deal with kids that they can hear a shot and say, oh, that's a 9, that's a 45, that's why should a kid then understand?
Yeah, that's crazy.
The sound of the gun and know what type of gun it is.
Right.
They can tell you every single type of gun. So being able to be out there and get back to our community, man, that's my greatest thing, because I understand that my work is going to outlive me.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
I needed to outlive me because I got kids, I got offsprings, I got family members that this type of work is needed inside our communities, because if we don't do it, then who gonna do it?
Right. And more, for the most part, you know, I know it was like that with me. You know, dudes don't really listen to people who ain't really been through it.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no ands ifs or buts about it. I remember when people used to come in there to speak in the prison, I was always a learner. I always felt like I could learn. But when they say, oh, such coming in here to speak today, and it's, oh yeah, he did 22 years and he's successful now.
Everybody trying to
you know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to sign up to get that program.
Yeah, because we like, he did what? You know, 22 years and he out here, he's successful. So it just piqued your interest, because it like you said at first, if you can't show me nothing, if I don't know nothing but my community, I don't even know certain things possible.
Facts.
So when I see a dude come back in the penitentiary and he done did 20 years and he out here, he's successful, he coming, I said, man, oh, it's possible.
Right.
See what I'm saying? You got to be able to show them that something is possible for them to even believe, especially a child, because a child ain't gonna be able to conceive no more than what he can create in his mind. And most of that is gonna be visual.
Facts.
So if I can't see it, you know what I'm saying, I ain't even gonna understand it. It's just gonna sound like gibberish to me. So I remember when I first seen the first dude, I remember the most powerful person that came in that joint that spoke to me in all my 33 years. It was a white lady from Richmond, and she was a drug. She got a book. I'm gonna try to find her too. She was a drug addict. She was a prostitute.
I know the lady you're talking
about.
She wrote a whole book that was coming.
Yeah, and I got the book, bruh. She came in there and she bodied that joint. I was like, dude. Because she was uncut.
Right.
She said she had sell her body. She said she had was on drugs.
Right.
She said she was a fiend, and she turned all of that around. Got locked up. Came out. Got a grant from Bill Gates' sister.
Right.
And yeah, she said, she said, I'm gonna harass her till I get this. She just kept showing up at every event that Bill Gates' sister was at. Look, I'm trying to start this program, and she ended up opening up all of these halfway houses for women coming out of prison, man. I'm gonna find her, man, but just her story and to see, you know what I'm saying? Now, you know us in the penitentiary. Right. You got a woman in there, she won't bad looking. So she in there, and she just talk about, yeah, I was a prostitute. You know, dudes are going, heck, oh yeah, you was doing this. And but she was every hell. She was like, yeah, that's what I was doing.
Right.
Yeah, you know, and she just took everything head on, and I just saw how she commanded the room and took charge, right? She was the most powerful speaker to me that I seen. And I seen some, man. I seen one dude, he came, he was making the circuit, and he said he come down and he hit all 10 prisons. You know what I'm saying? And he was like from Detroit or somewhere. And he said that's what he do. He go from city to city and he get access to go in all these prisons. He was pretty good too. But she was top of the line, man, because like I say, I saw her courage. I saw her triumph. I saw how she overcame all of that. It ain't matter to her. She was walking in her purpose of what she wanted to do.
And it's something I always say with it, and it's when people talk about impossible, and I tell people impossible is impossible if you see it that way. Because you can see it as impossible or you can see it as impossible.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the exact same spelling.
It's the exact same
impossible.
Yeah.
But that's what a lot of things that fuse me.
Right.
And it fueled a lot of us that's been through that.
Yeah.
Because we get questions every single day. How did you do that?
Yeah.
Man, when you get it, you got to do it. People ask you all the time, man, I can't believe you did this amount of time. How did you do that?
I tell you,
get in there, you going to do it.
You ain't got no choice.
Don't say you ain't got no choice.
That's what I say. Mandatory mean mandatory. Yeah. How did I do it? If I didn't do it, bro, I would be dead.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? I had to do it.
Like,
yeah, I ain't got no choice.
You was in there and you did that amount of time. How was you able to do it? Get in there and you going to do it.
You going to find out. You going to do it or is it going to do you?
Right. But then being able to understand it, that powder kid, being inside a situation is a TikTok I was looking at the other day, and I sent it to my partner and a few of my partners, and it actually talk about the greatest creations that's ever been invented from the greatest scientists of anybody came when they was in a position of solitude.
Oh, absolutely.
So we was able to perfect the craft. I tell people, prison gave me something that don't nobody out here ain't never had. I had to do 4.5 years in segregation.
Yeah,
but it gave me time to myself.
Yeah, I did 3 3.75.
So when you out here, you got a million things going on.
Yeah.
When you able to sit in there and you got to look in that mirror, people be talking about prison. Prison don't change you. You got to change yourself.
Absolutely.
Prison is not designed to. When people say, "Oh, you know, they got programs to help you in prison," they don't help you. You got to wake up one day and say, "I'm tired."
You got to get in the program. You got to sign up for the program. You got to be in line on the waiting list for the program. You got to want the program. Fact. And then when you get in the program, you got to really be participating in the program. So people got that it's so many misconceptions about prison that it is unreal, man. And like say, people say, "Well, how you do it?" I talk to people, especially when I meet people out here now. And then when I say, you know what I'm saying, like for instance, I was in the barber shop the other day, right? So dude cut my hair, he was locked up with a little minute too, dude named Boomer. So he had a little nephew in there, right? So he was telling his little nephew, he said, yeah, man, because the nephew just had got in some little trouble, right? And he had did like a year or something, came home, but that's all, you know, they ain't enough to make it, you know what I'm saying, get that sauce on you. So he said, "Oh yeah, man." So I'm in the chair coming to him. He said, "Yeah, man." He said, "Man, yeah, this is my OG right here. He used to give me good game when I was in there, man." He said, "Yeah, he did 33." Now, dude, when the whole time he talked to him, he looking at his phone like this, listening to him. He said, "Yeah, he did 33 years." He said, he looked at me like an alien, and it take me back to when I first went to prison. I probably like 3 years in. I remember going on. I left the war and went to Augusta. Right, so when I was walking across the tier, and I walked across the pod, and I went back to my joint, and my celly was out there. I was talking to my celly, and my celly, it was 2 dudes that was over there. They were arguing, and man, my celly said, the dude, another old head was sitting over there watching, and my celly said, "Man, look at them fool, man." He said, "Look at old head over there watching," and I said, "Yeah." I said, how long he been like that?" That joker said, 30 years, bro. I say 30 years. Because I never seen it. And even when I was in the war, if I seen it, I didn't acknowledge it. Because, you know, coming through there, ain't nobody got time to be talking and socializing. Right. So, I caught myself really looking at that joker, man, for about 2 or 3 days. Just seeing how he moved. I was like, I couldn't even understand how he could even smile. Because I'm like, 30 years. And I just looked at him like an alien, man. Never to think, even though I had a long sentence, that one day that'll be me. You know what I'm saying? That'll be me. So you
understood that effect immediately when you heard.
When I heard, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, 30 years, man. And then when you talk about people like, you know, like I'm going to advocate for today, like Bo Billy. 50 years, dog.
Yeah, man, Bo been gone.
50.
Partners. We gone 50
years. And spooked us from Portsmouth to spooked us on 51. Right. You see what I'm saying? Bro, and when I heard those numbers and acknowledged that and know that, I'm like 33, man. I know what it took to do that. Right. You know what I'm saying? I know it took every resolve I had. You understand me? When I got people be coming on my channel, I know some of them be just joking or whatever, especially when I be in the live chat and they come up with all these crazy scenarios. Oh, so you wouldn't take 10 million to do 5 more years? I say, nah. Keep it.
I can make 10 million in 5 years.
Keep it.
I can make 10 million in 5 years. If I don't, I still don't want it.
How would I volunteer to put myself in the worst position that I ever been in my life? I'm gonna volunteer to do that for some money. Man, you got to be kidding.
Then the point of is this: a lot of them saying that they willing to, I do
because they ain't never did it
for 10 minutes. Then you get in there and you get killed day 3.
Yeah, day 3.
Get no money because you don't even know how to function in there.
Right? You
gonna go in there and be out of order day 1, and somebody gonna knock your head in.
Bruh, or if somebody know you in there just to get some money, they gonna be mad because they can't get out and they ain't got no money. You understand me, man?
So you're a target.
It's so many, man. Look. I know it's a million things that you've seen in there. This is one, just get for the viewers' sake. What is one of the most vicious things you've seen during your 20-some years in prison?
On Southampton, you know, back then they had an infamous group in prison back then. You know, it was a rape mob and all that back then. Tennis shoe mob, and I seen them get down behind a dude with a knife and. Dude jump off the 3rd tier, man, after dude stabbed him. Dude stabbed him like 2-3 times. Dude from Newport News, you know, the people from Newport News, I don't say no name.
Don't say no name though.
They hit him a few times and nigga jumped across the tier. Hit that. I'm like, bro, like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, trying to rip him, but like, you know, that was just...
How long was you in for when you seen that though?
That's why I said that's the craziest one because I was in there probably about 4 months. I had just got to South Africa.
Yeah.
No gladiator school. I just get there.
Right.
I get in there, you know, it's already crazy.
Right.
And I see that. I said, hold on. I said, boy, this shit here crazy.
Yeah.
And then I saw my uncle. My uncle was in the building, Patrick Matt. So I saw my
Shout out to Patrick Matt, man.
Yeah, my aunt did, man. My aunt.
Yeah,
he saw me.
I seen him since he came home. Though. I had a chance to see him.
Did, man.
Yeah, I had a chance to see him.
And he saw me, and he was like, look, meet me in the child hall. I was like, what's up? He said, look. You over there in one of them rough buildings. He said, you need this. He gave me a knife. I said, what? He said, you gonna need this, nephew. I said, boy, that's when I knew it was serious.
Right.
Like it's real serious. Like, huh? But yeah, that, and then, you know, from there, it's just the mindset. So then seeing, I done been on Greenville, seeing dudes dead in the hallway where you coming up the back stairs and you just step crossing and keep going.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't even see it. Like, you done witnessed it. I done witnessed the murders, been in the knife fight. So, yeah, it's a different lifestyle. And I be trying to tell people that, and they always say, man, you know, even with all the stuff I've been, they say, man, well, how you survived 33? I said, bro, I can't answer that. I just did. Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just did. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I say a lot of it, man, a lot of it don't be you, man. It just ain't your time.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It just ain't your time. Cause it ain't like I done been stabbed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I've been in countless of battles, but it just won't my time.
Right.
And I believe just like why you out here today to do what you do, it was meant for me to be out here to do what I'm doing.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, like you seen that in the first 4 months. As soon as I went to the wall, within the first 3-4 days, I seen dude get murdered.
Right.
And I'm on that phone, and like I had the same thing. Like you said, man, what's going on up in here? Because I just seen the Joker just start stabbing him, and he was fighting back at first, and then he just went down, and then he just like, and he trying to get up, and dude just drilling him, right? Then he just took that joint, dog, and tucked that joint and started walking up and down the tier. And I seen old boy just laid out on the joint like that, and all that blood started getting bigger. The puddle started getting bigger around. And just like you say, dudes were just maneuvering and walking and talking.
Like it ain't nothing going on.
And I'm on this phone, my mama, and I'm holding this joint, and I'm like, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and in my mind, I got all this time, and I'm saying to myself, bro, I can't live like this here, bro. Yeah, straight up. Yeah. Because I literally had told my mom and my sister them then, I said, boy, I don't think I'll come home, Mom. And my mom was like, boy, don't say that. Don't say. I said, Mom, I'm telling you.
Because they don't understand what's on the other side.
Yeah, and that's another thing that people don't realize. You don't really want to tell them what's really going on because they can't do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Right, and be going crazy. Like,
everything good.
Yeah.
Chilling. Yeah. Everything out. Because we know it. We don't want to put pressure on the people.
Yeah.
You get on the phone and you got to call home. You want some money. Yeah. The only reason you got on the phone because you owe somebody some bread. Yeah. Like, bro, like, it's crazy.
And then you get off that phone telling them everything good. And you walk around here looking at this jack, man, what's going on? You and yourself. You plotting, thinking about, man, I'm gonna kill. I swear to God, if somebody say something to me, I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? And then you thinking, man, I'm gonna tell you, it was a bad thought because I believe energy create energy. But man, I'm telling you, man, my first 5-6 years, man, I was out in my mind. I was like, I'm gonna eat. So I said, you're gonna either kill me or I'm gonna let you check. I'm gonna kill a joker. Right. I swear for goodness, I was so ready, and it charges you more than even when you on the street and you out here in the, you know, I'm in the city in DC, so it's like it's like they active out here, but in there in that closed environment, man, it's a different ball game, and the tension is so high. And I tell people they don't understand it. I said, bro, you can walk out your cell in the pod, and I can smell danger. I can smell it. I said, something. The whole atmosphere. Yeah, I start looking at people, and I be like, oh yeah, something going on over here. Yeah. It even the noise decimal. You can, you know what I'm saying? You can tell the noise decimal. Like I could be in my cell laid back, and I can hear all this noise, and I'm watching TV. It don't even affect me. It's a tone of one person's voice. They could be yelling at everybody. It's a tone that you can hear. You be
soon that change, you be like, oh,
that's serious now. And you'll get up and go look at the door, and you know something. This serious. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You see the whole movement in the park.
Yeah.
People start to fall back.
Yeah. Jokers done changed their shoes laced up tight. Dude don't never have on no shoes. Right. You get to see all that stuff, and you be like, oh man, and it never leaves you. Cause right all the way, I made parole in 2020. Man, all the way in 2019, same scenario. I heard all this noise, and these same dudes be out here playing cards. And there's a country dude named Jeff, man. He country, but he one of them country slickers, boy. He had been laid out in one of these country towns, man, for decades, getting dope money. You'll never know it. Look like your uncle, something, little short, dark skin, stocking it. Cool as a fan, man. Country talk all country. Don't bother nobody. Full up with money. But they taking him as a, you know what I'm saying? Cause he's so kind hearted. He made so much money out there, man. Got a bad wife. She come see him every week, Saturday and Sunday. Kind hearted as his own nowhere. Man, dudes be talking slick to him cause he over saying, man, I can hear them out there every night cause he like to play spades. And I can hear them, and they was out there, and it's in your far ear cause you looking at the TV. And man, I heard his tone and his voice change. And I said, Jeff, I heard him like, man, I'm telling you, man, go ahead, Mike. You know what I'm saying? And I said, oh, man. Then I went back, and next thing you know, I heard, kaboom, boom, boom, boom. I get up. By the time I got to that door and look out that window, 2 or 3 dudes was picking dude up, trying to take him to the shower, and blood was everywhere. Jeff done grabbed him and slammed him on his head and bust his head wide open. You know what I'm saying? Blood was everywhere, man. So it just be crazy. It's the tone. You can hear it, and you know what's going on. Penitentiary, different lifestyle, man. Y'all better try to stay free out here, young fellas. Get you a job.
Best thing.
Yeah.
And then even to the job. You would get in there and work for 17 cents, 27 cents. You're going to work for free because you don't want to go in the cell.
Yeah. Yeah, man. But, you know, one of the best lines I heard, too, man, like Kanye say, man, he said they won't do 4 years of college, but they'll do 25 to life.
Facts. Because, you know, a lot of them think that penitentiary is a badge of honor. You know, coming up, a lot of times when you heard somebody who went to prison, you pulled a high stain or you pulled a high this, but there's a lot of stigmas and stuff inside there because a lot of those people that inside prison, y'all see them out here and people think that they was this and that. You know, in there they were nothing.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing. Somebody was taking your stuff. You couldn't do this. You couldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? You may be a whole different gender of people, but we got to get that perception and get people to understand that when you're dealing with that prison and you're dealing with that prison mentality, a lot of people talk about being gangsters. And that's something I learned from being in there. And it's something that Bo Billy had told me one time. And I remember we was in the hole. And Bo Billy said, "You think you're a gangster, don't you?" I said, "No." I said, "Man, yeah, I ain't letting nobody do nothing to me." He said, "You ain't no gangster." He said, "Cause when gangsters do stuff, don't nobody know about it. They don't want nobody to hear about it. They just want it done."
Yeah.
And it hit in my head. And this was way before Wayne came out with real gangsters moving in silence like lasagna. So then I'm like, hold on. But then it's the concept of, bro, you a hoodlum. You're doing stuff because you want the attention, you want this or whatever. Like, real gangsters move differently. And gangster now is being home, being to take care of your family. Gangster ain't being in penitentiary.
Facts.
What's gangster about being in penitentiary? What's gangster about being behind a wall with somebody locking you inside a bathroom? And that's why I talked about it when I first came home. I came home 2019, right before COVID hit. So when COVID hit the world was like, oh, I can't go nowhere. They're going to buy all this toilet paper. I said, bro, y'all talking about COVID. I just did 25 years of COVID. What y'all talking about? I can move around this whole house.
Right. It'd be good.
It'd be good. Y'all going crazy because you can't leave out the front door because you talking about somebody got a virus. I've been in the cell with somebody with AIDS, bro.
Yeah.
And it ain't nothing you can do about it.
Nothing.
So the world has a different component. And I be telling people that what happened for real, a lot of times when we come out of prison, people think you become free, but you're going to another prison because the world different.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? The world different. Everything is different. Like, it's like I left my family. I spent more time in prison with you and different people like that than I've been around my own family.
Me too.
So I know what it is to, if we go to war, I know that you can go to war with me before my brother gonna go to war with me because I ain't never seen them do nothing with me. You know what I'm saying?
I say the same.
I've been in a situation where the knives been on, somebody ready to die. I don't know what you're gonna do.
Right.
But I know what you're gonna do.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I've been in a situation where it want nothing to eat. And I say, bro, I ain't got no. You be like, bro, I got one noodle, bro. We can break it in half.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So understanding that coming from a family structure to trying to find a family.
Right. Right. And I tell people that too, man. I was in prison almost twice or three times as long as I've been on the street. I have not been on the street now from before I went in to the time I've been out now more than I've been in penitentiary.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I got family in the penitentiary. You family. I got people that I'd have been in the struggle with, people that I'd have went to war with. That's family. You can't ignore that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's dudes that I grew up with now, man. They like, man, you don't do nothing, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I got.
And it's crazy because it's like I be talking to, and this my partner, man, Fitz. You know, that's my partner. And me and him talk about it all the time. That, bro, like, when I rock with you, I rock with you. Yeah. We understand loyalty from a different perspective. From all of us dealing with being incarcerated, being inside that system. Our loyalty different. You know what I'm saying? If I say something, I'm standing on what I say.
Yeah.
It's the world say, oh, I said, oh, you know what? Bro, that's all I got.
Yeah.
It's my word. So when I'm with you, I'm with you.
Yeah.
And it's whatever. You know, like with me, bro. You call my phone, bro. It
sure.
ain't no nothing. Yeah, win.
Yeah.
Period. Because we've been in a situation that was the call.
Yeah.
I ain't just calling for anything. If we call or say something or whatever, we know what's going on.
Yeah. And in the penitentiary, you can't call an audible.
Facts.
You can't call
once the play call, the play call.
You can't call an audible, dog.
If you call an audible, nail boy, you faking.
You faking.
If you call and say, bro, it's ready to go down, then we get there and you don't do nothing, you might wind up dead.
Yeah.
Because then you don't put us on. You right, bro. You can't call the audible.
Call the audible.
So when we out here, you right. We ain't calling no audible, bro. If we call and it's done, man, because it has to be that way. But, man, for the listeners, man, if you got kids, whatever you got, man, you need to pay attention to them kids, man. They got to pay attention, man. You got to stay in these kids' phones, man, because these kids got these fake pages, man, that's creating all of this animosity. They beefing on social media, but they soft in real life. And then you got them real ones that when they see you, they going to remember what your kid put up there, man. Pay attention inside these houses. There's a new law that just came in effect July 1st. It's in Virginia. So if you're in another state, whatever, look it up because some other states already have it. But if your child is charged with a crime, like a murder or something, and they got a gun, they're gonna charge the parent. A lot of people don't even know. It just went into effect July 1st. It's standing on legislation. July 1st. So if your kid is known to be problematic, whatever charge they get, they're gonna charge the parent.
Even if that, so you saying if the kid get a robbery charge, the parents gonna get charged with robbery?
That's what you got. You got a robbery because it's your responsibility for that child. So they holding accountability to try to make you be more accountable. So I need these parents to pay attention to what's really going on. Yeah, because of the design of it. Yeah. But they saying that they're going to eventually, like a lot of parents may try to start getting rid of their kids or whatever. But whatever you got to do, if you got to give them some help, you got to give them some help.
Right.
But you got the parents out here now that when something happening, they say, don't worry about it, I'm going to call my son. Yeah. I had that situation with me, with a girl ain't know who I was. Don't worry about it, I'm going to call my son. I said, man, call your son. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm registered. I'm good. Yeah. I done came home, got all my rights back. Like the game. So it's about learning and understanding. Yeah. Like you may see me around here like this. I just the pot because we trying to help communities. Right. But at the end of the day, I'm going to protect myself. But these parents need to understand that you put your kids in harm and in danger. Yeah. Parents letting these kids come in the house with the guns and the money and all this. It's fun and game. Then when they dead, they say, oh, why my kid? Yeah. Your kid just shot 4 or 5 people. I already know. I'm in the street. Yeah. But when it's your son, oh, why? We can't be doing that.
Yeah, man. And the main thing these kids need to understand, man, shooting nobody, man, anybody, man, it ain't going to get you what you want, dog. It ain't going to get you what you want. And like I say, the way I break it down now, I look at it like, in order for you to kill somebody, man, you got to literally be saying to yourself that his life is more important than mine. Facts. You and people don't understand. I tell them that in the speech. You saying for you to want to kill somebody, you saying that their life is more important than yours. Because you willing to sit in misery for 30, 40 years just to make sure that this person is not on this earth no more. When you don't even know what's on the other side. Facts. You don't even know if he in a worse position than you. Facts. You willing to make your family suffer, your kids, whatever you got going on, and be in a position of misery for 30, 40 years just to make sure this dude know that you a gangster, know that he ain't on this earth. No, that's insane, dog. Facts. Cause it ain't nothing that I'm willing to do that much time for no more. You know what I'm saying? If I have to do it, I have to do. But it ain't nothing that I'm gonna volunteer. Say, oh, I'm gonna kill him because he disrespecting me.
But you know that lay down. Giving them other perspectives is what's changed the dynamic. Yeah. Because we know it when we go in the detention centers, when we go back into them jails, the guys listen to us differently because we was that same person. Right. We ain't doing that but speaking out of ourselves to what we would have said to ourselves. Yeah. To make ourselves understand. And it's the same thing. Yeah. And then, like now, with this surplus of people being released from prison because of the earned sentence credit. What got me upset with that to a degree is that they just pushed out 500 people with no preparation. You know, they got the reentry program. It works if you use it, but they just released 500. They got 800 more that's ready to come out with no preparation, no plan.
Not even having to go to reentry.
Right. We done planned, though. Right. A lot of us planned it. We knew what we wanted to do. But you get people that's ready to come into this world with no direction.
Man, look, keep on teaching, man. Keep on preaching and teaching it, man. We gonna keep doing what we doing, man. We gonna come back with some more, Redmond, man. This is just the beginning, man. You know, this is a classic example, man, of how you could live your life one way, man, because this all you know, and or get in the penitentiary, and now is survival mode. But you could take all of that and still come out, man, and try to make change in your life, try to make change in the people's life around you, try to make change in your community. That's what you call respectable, man. That's what you call honorable, and that's what you call being a real gangster, man. So shout out to Redmond, man, TBP, man. Y'all go follow him and support him in anything that he do, especially out here in the 757, man. We're gonna be bringing them back to y'all some more. TBP Nation, stand up, man. Y'all make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe on these videos. talk to Redmond, man. He talk back too. You understand?
Talk to me, I talk back.
Talk to him. He talk back,
y'all
man.
Be safe, Mr. Get Back to the Block. Thank you for the opportunity.
Already, man. Big love, man. Big love, man. TBP, man. We out here, man. Duck them hooks, man. We out here. Salute.
The Banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.